Okay, so PAWS is back up and running, and if you don't get our emails, our listserv, please sign up on the registration sheet. We're not taking the $10 donation a year for being on the list. We'll just go with donations if you sell something or if you so choose. Donations can be made at Banner Bank. There's an account there. We'll have more information out as the year goes on. We're making a lot of changes.
Do I get an extra point for picking up dog poop already?
Yes.
Thank you.
You'll go to heaven. You'll go to heaven for that. So we are getting a 501c designation so that donations can receive receipts, and all of this will be coming in the next 6 months, and we'll have information out there. So in the meantime, thank you very much for turning out on this questionable day. And we have a wonderful MC here. It's Point Roberts, Mrs. Maisel. We're very, very lucky to have her. Let me introduce Lucy Williams.
Well, I'm glad we could get together. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, great. Okay. It's not often that we let the dogs come over here and talk about their experiences and share with us. So this is going to be a great day. How many of your dogs actually speak English? Raise your hand. Yes, I thought so. Good. And if anyone needs translation from other languages, we'll find another owner who can do it if you're not capable. Having said that, I'll just give a little warning here. When you tell personal stories about your dog, they will be listening. You don't want to put them in a bad mood. It's not like a spouse. So when you share the dog's most intimate moments, be sure the dog is okay with that. Otherwise, you may hear about that later at your house. Okay, the judges are sitting back here. We have Judy and we have Margot. Please give them applause. And they have a hard job because from what I can see, all these dogs are just amazing. They're all adorable, and a lot of them had a bath, didn't they? Yes. Okay, and the owners as well. No. Someone is going to bring a list of what dogs are registered to go in what order. Okay, we're going to do a slight demo of what we would like the dogs to be doing once they're brought up and their name is called.
Right, so we're going to call your name. And is it my time? And the judge will say yes. And you're going to...
A best in show. Okay.
So this is just like the Westminster Dog Show. Exactly the same. Were you watching the year that Afghan won? Wow, that was a great dog. Okay. Okay, next on the list, let's see, Margot Griffin. Margot with Alfredo. We see Alfredo a lot because Alfredo comes to church. Not every Sunday, but...
Hey, look, there's Fredo.
Okay, Margot, that was perfect.
I have to talk about Alfredo's trick. This dog is a miracle dog. He's the only canine who can do his own recycling.
It's mine.
He likes to eat socks, and he actually does it quite often. He's 7. He still hasn't outgrown it. But what he does is he returns them. I find them here, there, sometimes up this way, sometimes not. And so I'm just really glad he's still alive.
Thank you, Margot. Did you bring a sock to demonstrate with?
Note your body.
So when my dad was a teenager in Oklahoma, he brought home this puppy he'd found out with a friend, found a puppy. It turned out it was about half wolf and half shepherd, or some odd mix. Anyway, quite large, quite sneaky, very bright. My grandmother looked at it and said, no. So he gave it to his friend Bill Martin, who took it home and begged his mother to let him keep this puppy. Well, Bill Martin was off to school, and when the puppy was at home and Bill wasn't there, the puppy would dig around the house to find all of Bill's socks. So his mother had put some of his socks in the bottom of the laundry. Wolf puppy got in there and dug them out. It didn't matter where she hid them in that house, that puppy could find them. So it might have been part poodle, who knows? Okay, next on the list. Oh, Maxine, you're back with Teddy. Maxine.
Teddy.
Here she comes.
Yay, Teddy. Good luck, Maxine.
Maxine and Teddy, give him a hand, give him a hand. He's a golden doodle.
This is Teddy. He's our third child, our third son, and our favorite son. He's a golden doodle. His mother is a golden retriever. His dad is a 20-pound white poodle. Teddy was meant to be about 40 pounds at the most. He's about 65 or 70 pounds right now. He's probably the best dog here, we think, but we're a little bit prejudiced.
Well, obviously nobody told Teddy what size he's supposed to be when he grew up. Do you have any personal stories about Teddy? You don't want to rat him out on anything? No. Does he do tricks? Well, let's see the normal ones. Sitting, yes. Down.
Whoa. Whoa, Ted.
Up, begging, yes. Sitting up, yes. Very nice. Very kind. He's kind-hearted. He thinks of others first. Take him on. Give Teddy another hand.
Ted.
Maxine, that's wonderful. You've got your hand.
They look like great happy dogs. Okay, let's see. We're not having Noel and Emma, right? Noel, Emma? Emma? No, all right, okay. Jean-Paul Armstrong and Kiwi. Kiwi. Jean-Paul and Kiwi. Or Kiwi and Jean-Paul. However you'd like to come up. Jean-Paul and Kiwi. Anybody?
They're right there.
Oh. Is that it? You don't. Now, is this Kiwi? Okay, I think the male portion of the family will introduce Kiwi.
We didn't want to do this. We had Pokey for 15 years, another border collie, and we lost him. And everybody here said, "Go! You got to get your wife another border collie. She's crying. She's all upset." So I said, "Yeah, maybe that's what I'll do." So I called the breeder, went to Marsing, Idaho. One day down, one day back. Had him in a suitcase. He was 5 weeks old. I said, "I got you a very expensive gift." I opened the suitcase, and she said, "Get your butt out of this house." She did not want this dog for about 6-8 months. She was still mourning. Kiwi's a wonderful dog.
Kiwi, yes. Kiwi, border collies are quite smart, excellent herding, as we all know. How many of you knew Pepper, Jim Lindy's border collie? Yes. I think she was probably half collie as well as border collie. She's quite huge. She didn't look like, yeah, she's very big. Anyway, I'll tell you my great Pepper story. Pepper went with the Wacky Walkers twice a week for years and was just a great, friendly and outgoing. The Wacky Walkers were at our house one morning for the coffee portion, because if you join the Wacky Walkers, this is what you get. You walk from 8 to 9 or thereabouts with a group of people and at your own speed, however fast or slow you want. And then at 9 o'clock, you go to the appointed place for coffee and food and conversation. So our little dog, Oliver, was a crazy terrier. That's an official term. And Oliver, after multiple surgeries and a lot of money and eye drops, and you know how that goes. He was totally blind in both eyes. The eyes had to be totally removed, which was sad. But Oliver, being a terrier, didn't care. He was still going to be a terrier no matter if he had eyes or not. So when the Wacky Walkers were there that morning, someone had left the front door open. Pepper was standing in the front yard, and she was easily twice his size. And here came Oliver charging down the front steps toward the dog in the yard. Rah, 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 rah. Pepper watched this. Oliver went right past her and just looked at him going. She didn't engage him, didn't stick her nose in there, didn't say, "Why are you growling at me?" She looked up at me, and I said, "Yeah, he's blind." She's like, yeah, smart dog, very smart. The cat next door, I have to take one cat story, but the cat next door, Cheryl Braffitt's cat, was also equally brilliant and used to run in a little scientific experiment with her dog Oliver. Oliver would go out with us to get the mail. The cat would be in their driveway. Oliver's in our driveway. Oliver never gave the cat a second look because he couldn't see. So the cat was fascinated with this. But the cat started the experiment in August, and every week the cat sat a little closer, little closer, little closer to our driveway. No reaction from Oliver. Finally, the cat was right in the sidewalk, and I'm saying, "Move, move." The cat's like, "No, I'm going to stick it out and see what happens." The wind shifted. Oliver smelled the cat, and he turned into a terrier immediately. And the cat said, "Okay, there you go." So, anyway, can you go around? Does he do tricks? Any tricks? Sitting, standing, begging?
No.
Oh, he's a frisbee dog. Yeah, let's see the frisbee. No. Oh, all right. Okay, so next on the list, we have Fran and Adam and Stanley and Zoe. Give Kiwi another hand. Oh, yes, and here you are. Okay, which one is which?
And this is Stanley.
Okay. Sussex Spaniels. We don't see these in person very often. We see them on television at talk shows.
Sussex Spaniels in Point Roberts.
As far as we know, best ones in Point Roberts. And do they do tricks? And what are Sussex Spaniels famous for?
Hunting in hedgerows. Hunting and going under the brambles, and they have hair that the brambles don't really stick in. So, yeah, we don't have a lot of brambles in North America, so they never really took off as a hunting dog.
They're quite beautiful. Do you tell any stories about them?
Well, Zoe is a diva, and she sets Stanley up all the time. We go for walks, and Zoe will bark at something like there's something very important up ahead, and Stanley will go running ahead, barking and carrying on, and Zoe stays back and laughs at him. Yeah. So she sets him up, and Stanley he's never met anybody he doesn't like. He's a real people dog. They're great dogs.
Are they good house dogs?
They're wonderful house dogs. They like some activity, and they like being couch potatoes.
Okay, take them around. Okay, Judy, Reader, and Kia. Judy, are you here with Kia? Judy, here she comes. Oh, all right. We don't want any traffic in the middle. Okay. So, and what kind of dog is Kia?
We don't know because she's a rescue. We think she's part lab, part chow.
That would explain the curled up tail and the color, yes. And the lab, yeah, and she's got a little bit of the chow face with a tiny wrinkle here and there. Okay.
Yes, hopefully she can do it. Kia, can you sit?
Yeah.
Kia, sit.
Okay, she's sitting. She'll shake a paw. No, she's right-handed. Not going to shake the left one. And she'll eat a cookie. All right. Great. Thank you. You want to take her around? Do a lap with Kia. Oh, wait. She's got to finish that last bit. Okay, there she goes. Give her a hand. I'm not opposed to pure breeds at all, but I love to see the rescues. I think that's great. Okay, who's next? We have Deb and Lily. Deb and Lily. Where is Deb? Oh, yes, okay. Okay, come on up. And this is Lily. No. Oh, that's Lily back. Oh, yes. Here you are. Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm Joy Otto, and this is Mythos. And I got Mythos when he was 2 years old, and he's a wonderful white German Shepherd. And they trained him because I could never train anything, even children. I'm not good at that. But they trained him enough that he's just a star at my house. I thought I'd never have another dog, and since he came into my life, it's like having the best friend ever. Aww. Yeah, and he when I'm home, if you come around my house, he barks like crazy. If I'm not home, you'd never know he's there because he's only there to protect me, nobody else at the house. Nice, Mythos. Mythos can do that. Well, he couldn't do that, but he's just been a real gift for me. Sure, I'm going to tell you a story first. I'm going to tell you the story that he was trained with a choke chain, and they tried to retrain him with other stuff, and I felt guilty because I used a choke chain with him and tried to use a regular collar, and he broke my nose. So thank God for choke chains.
Thank you. Okay, now we're going to do a lap. Thank you very much. Chris and Kobe.
Rain jacket point first.
Hey.
Well, we don't really, he's a shelter dog or a rescue dog, and we live in Vancouver, and he came across the border from Oroville, Washington, so he is a United States native dog. And I'll tell you a story about him. We've always had bigger dogs right through this is our fifth dog, Brenda, fifth dog. And you could always take the other dogs and let them off the leash, and they'd go for the squirrels, but the squirrel would always get away and get up the tree. Well, we got Kobe to the park, and we let Kobe off the leash at the dog park, and there was some squirrels, I don't know, maybe from here to the barn shed there. Kobe took off after the squirrel. The squirrel didn't make it up the tree because Kobe caught him, because he's a terrier, and I think he's a pretty good hunter, as I found out. And the kids that were watching were in array because he had caught the squirrel and he was letting it run and throwing it up in the air and then letting it run again. So we looked him up, and we think he's a Glen of them all Irish Terrier, but he's been a great dog for us.
Thank you. Take a lap. Take a lap.
Do a lap. Come on, Kobe. Do the lap. Do the lap, Kobe.
Oh, lovely, lovely.
Do the lap, Kobe. Do the lap. Do the lap.
Great personality. Does Lily want to come up? Lily, do we have Lily yet? Come on, Lily. Deb, Lily. Well, we've jumped around a bit. We have to get you in here before the rain smears your name on it. This is another dog who attends church on a regular basis.
Hi, my name's Deb, and this is Lily, and I got her a year ago. She was being given up in a home where she was slightly bullied, I guess. So she came to me, and she had some ribs showing, and we were quite a pair because I had a broken wrist and she had a dislocated kneecap, so we were both in casts. But she has since gained half a pound, and she's very clever with a ball. If I were to throw the little green ball that's over on that table there, she would go for it and come back and drop it at my feet. But we have to do this pretty much 24/7, so we're not going to dig out the little green ball. And other than that, she's just the sweetest little dog ever. And this is our first dog show. We're really kind of excited.
Thank you. You want to take her for a lap? Thank you. Yes, we've had more than one dog attend church. God made the dogs, so we're fine with that. Barb and Maxine. Barb and Maxine, come on up. And what kind of dog is Maxine?
Maxine is a Bitsa. She's a bits of this and a bits of that. She's supposedly a Yorkshire Terrier Chihuahua and then some. So, Maxine's been a really good dog for us. She's 14 and a half. She's got arthritis and she's very deaf. But she has lots of friends. We live in Mission, and we live on a corner a lot. And all the dogs walk by our place, and she has at least 4 or 5 friends that are allowed to be off the leash and come inside the fence and play with her, and she runs around like she's a year old. So yeah, she loves to be with other dogs and play around. What else? She knows her territory right from the get-go. She's never gone off the property unless we allow her to. We didn't train her to do that, but that's what she does.
Tricks? Any other tricks?
Tricks? No, she's not very treat motivated. She does what she wants. Any food. No. Loves peanut butter.
Oh, there you go. Okay. And please take a lap. Please take a lap. When you get the Bitsa breed, you have advantages from many different ancestors. So it's a wonderful name. Barb and Stitch. Barb and Stitch. You guys have matching hair. I love that.
Funny you should say that. I do volunteer work on an island in Mexico called Isla Mujeres. And 3 days before I was leaving, Stitch wouldn't leave my side, and they said it's because we have matching hair. We've been together a year and a half, and he's a really good dog. No tricks. No habla inglés.
Oh, lo siento mucho. You want to take a lap? Stitch. I think he's probably the Stitch in time, and I'm sure you've heard that.
Congratulations on your home, Stitch.
Aqui, Carol.
And the ribbon. Next up, Holly Robinson with Jolie and Ellie. Here they go. And
I do have a helper. So I'm Holly. These are the Golden Girls. This is Jolie. She's a failed Golden Doodle. Actually, she was supposed to be a Golden Doodle and sheds terribly. This is Allie. We rescued her at 6 months. They are very much a pack. And then when we moved to Point Roberts, our pack expanded to include a second Allie, who was going to talk about the girls.
They can do a trick.
And can you also explain this? No. They're not, unlike Barb's dogs, they're totally not treat motivated.
Oh, it's wonderful.
What does it say?
It says the best dog.
Redneck trash.
I made a thingy about them. It says they are super friendly and cute. They can give a paw and everybody loves them.
Oh, lovely.
well, it's hard to focus when you're on camera here. Oh, there it goes. There. Left and right. Very nice. Ambidextrous.
Oh, yeah.
Runs in the family. Very good. Can you? You're welcome. Do a lap. Do a lap. And your ribbons? Give them a hand. Let's give them a hand. Jolie and Alan.
I get talked into this.
There they go, all the way around, all the way around. David. You're a fabulous stage mother, Holly. That's great. Oh, okay. We have Dorothy and Kenzie. Dorothy and Kenzie. Here we come. Oh, I love the way she keeps her eyes on you when she walks you.
This is only recent. This is Kenzie. She's a rescue. She thinks she's a princess and a diplomat. But her biggest thing is arousing everybody's interest to try and figure out what the cross is. She's a shepherd cross. It's a mystery cross. Could it be a Roddy? Could it be a Burner? Could it be a Collie? We don't know, but she's very nice.
Lovely. She has a lovely feathered tail. She might be part Collie. And Trix? Trix? Nice, well-behaved.
I brought
Yeah. Great. Any stories? No?
What are you doing? You need some water?
I got her 3 months to know what it's going to look like, so it's been a surprise and a treat.
Every year. Thank you. Take a lap around. You know why we like dogs? You can do a little experiment at your house if you think a dog is not appropriate for your family. But you take your wife and take your dog and put them in the trunk of your car. And then an hour later, when you open the trunk, you see who's happy to see you. This is why people keep dogs. Okay, Joy. We already did Joy. Linda died. Linda died. Come on up. Where is Linda? Here she comes with Belle and Jolie. Here they come. There's an Ewok on 4 legs here. Yeah. You want to introduce them?
Okay. So this is Belle. She's 12 and a half, and I've had her since a puppy. And this is Jolie. She is 6 and a half, and I've had her for 5 months because I wanted to get a companion for Belle. And when I was sitting in the border lineup coming home, I looked at her paperwork a little closer, and it turns out their birthdays are the exact same day. I thought that was kind of neat.
Any tricks?
No, Belle does a trick, but I don't know if she knows. She's
A little distracted. What is her trick? That's the same trick I use on my husband. You want to take a lap with them. Thank you for bringing them. Thank you.
What was the trick? I missed it.
Lay down.
Val and Jolie, give them a hand. And they're color coordinated. That's so good. Okay, Karen Bradbury. Do you have Emma here? Karen. Karen Bradbury and Emma. Oh, there you are. Emma's wearing a lovely chiffon bow today in a white to offset her slight gray complexion. Taffy mocha. I stand corrected. Come introduce her.
This is Emma, and she's a Shih Tzu and Poodle mix. She's 15 and a half.
Doesn't see very well anymore and doesn't hear very well. But truly, she plays like a puppy, has tons of we have lots of grandkids and they all love her and she's just playful. She likes the youngest and the oldest one in the room, and I don't know, she's perfect in our thoughts anyway. So there you go. Do you want to say anything about it?
Bye.
This is Caleb. He's 6. He's a grandchild visiting.
Any tricks or?
Well, we'll see if she'll.
We're going to see if Caleb did any tricks.
Yeah.
Let's see if you're right. Oh, I should have given you some.
Okay. Thank you very much. Okay. And when she's finished eating, that might have to be a to-go package. Yeah, older females eat slowly. Okay. They won't let me introduce someone until you take your lap. Give them a hand. Oh, well. It's the Westminster all over again.
There we go.
Okay, now let's see. Parker. Can we have Parker? Parker has enough hair to last through 2 winters. Liz, would you like to introduce him?
This is Parker. He's a 5-year-old Great Pyrenees. We've had him 4 or 5 months, during which time he's run away about once a week.
Does he? Any tricks? Parker's really distracted. Very good, Parker. All right. We'll do a lap with Parker. Great Pyrenees is one of the few giant breeds of dogs. Yes, give him a hand. Not easy being one of the giant breeds. St. Bernards, Newfoundlands, and Great Pyrenees. Yes. If you get a giant breed, it's sometimes easier to get them as a tiny puppy, so you can be the alpha dog the whole time. Okay, Maureen Buckley.
Whoa.
Maureen, come on up.
Come on, guys.
You've got Henry and Isabella. Here they come. Well, it's over there, sort of. Oh, no, no. This is a different something. Why don't you...
Okay, so this is Henry, and he is 5 years old, and he does what he does so well. So he does have a trick. He's a surfer, believe it or not. Actually a counter surfer, which means he eats everything off the counter. He can get his hands on. But also he has a special thing for pistachios. Well, he'll take one pistachio in the shell, crunch the shell, let the shell go, and then have a little pistachio. So that's my boy. He does love everybody and everything except cats. And this is Isabella, and her best trick was to train me to do everything that she wants me to be. She's smart, yeah. Isabella's a Pomeranian, and she's 13. She's a rescue.
Oh, there. Any tricks for Isabella? No. Okay. Now, who's the alpha dog in the house?
Isabella.
Okay. Yeah. Would you like to take him for a lap of back around? Give him a hand. Give him a hand. Yeah, alpha dog has nothing to do with size. It's a personality thing. If you've ever been in a marriage, you know all about that. Okay, Erica with Oscar.
here. This is Oscar. And he is famous for his toy collection and just for being the cutest dog that ever existed in the world. Look at this. Yeah.
How old is Oscar?
4. He's usually really hairy. If any of you have seen him, you'd remember he looks like about 3 times the size. But I've shaved him for the summer. He's not a rescue. He's from a very expensive breeder. And he's supposed to be a show dog, so I think I rescued him from being a show dog. One time he's a toy American Eskimo. He's my second one, too. He's my second one. My first one, they were related. They had the same grandfather. And he lasted till he was 16. Yeah. So he's famous. Everybody knows Oscar. He's the best house dog ever.
And he's so young. He didn't look a day over 2.
Well, that's because I shaved him, too.
And he does trick too. Oscar, sit. Sit. Sit.
Good. Darling, thank you. Okay, take a ribbon and do a lap.
Yeah. He's so cute.
It's fun to see.
This is what your life is supposed to be, Oscar.
It's fun to see the breeds in person that we only see on TV.
All of his siblings are famous.
Wow.
But
he looks quite
well balanced.
Yeah. Okay. Kimberly with Remy. Kimberly with Remy. Here she comes. Okay. What a beautiful pace.
We rescued Remy 6 years ago. She used to be a show dog. She is a retired show champion. So when we came here today, I was at the end of the table and she's like, no, I've retired from this. Showed her a treat and she's ready to rock and roll again. And this is her favorite time of the year because she loves to pick black puppies.
Fabulous. And it's good taste. I know show dogs are not for their canter and pacing and focus on the owner, but does she do other tricks? No. Well, that's all she needs to do. Yeah. Get a ribbon and take her for another lap. She's gorgeous. Give her a hand.
Oh, yes, yay, Remy.
Yeah, you can tell that her family was bred for their gait. That's just lovely.
She's American Eskimo.
Wow, 43rd champion from her line. I don't know if you could hear that.
Wow.
Her brother lives in Russia.
Oh.
But she's well loved here. Thank you. Abigail and Dewey. Where's Abigail? Abigail and Dewey. Abigail.
We'll call Dewey back again.
We'll call them back. Okay. Jadam and Cody. Cody, is her dog name? There you go. All right. Cody would be a good hunter. Nose to the ground.
Everybody's got to see now.
Well, you've got to mark that. Everybody else has.
Hi. So Cody was rescued from northern Saskatchewan, a town called Stony Rapids, and my son was a pilot flying up there, and Cody met him in the garbage dump, and he shared my son Spencer's sandwich. Unfortunately, that meant that Cody followed him to the airport, and they were going to shoot him because in the northern parts they don't value animals, especially strays. So we believe he lived the first year of his life in the north, up to minus 50-degree weather, without an owner, never had a collar, never had a leash. He got flown home. It cost about $1,000 to get him back to Vancouver, and he became a city dog. He's 6. He's extremely strong and very fast, and he still likes to hunt. So he will chase coyotes with rabbits in their mouth, and he has been banished from the marina because he likes to go in the water with the seals. And if any of you see him, he lives at Crystal Road. Crystal Beach because he does tend to wander from time to time. He's just extremely gentle. We think he's a mix of Rottweiler, Black Lab, Husky, and a bit of Wolf. And he has a great temperament.
Thank you, Tracy. We haven't seen him at church, but we have seen Tracy there. It's so nice to meet these rescues. It's just so great.
Henry.
I've lost track of how many rescues we've had in our family, but quite a few. Okay, now we shall have, who is next? Kathy Smith and Pivo? El Pivo? Kathy, here you are. Okay, please introduce yourself.
Hi, I can't tell you what he is. His name is Il Divo. I can tell you what he's not. He's not a barker, he's not a biter, he's not a farter or a fighter, he's not a chewer or an evildoer of any kind, and I think that's why he got the name Il Divo, the divine child. He came with that name and he's lived up to it. So, mutts, gotta love him. About 11 and a half years, I think he's 12, something like that.
Thank you so much. Any tricks?
Not reliably or on command.
Okay, thank you so much for bringing them. Get your ribbon. Be sure to get your ribbon.
Beautiful. Wow.
Yeah, he's very social. He's checking out the whole group here. Joey Fong with Jet. They're coming with a dog. Okay. Oh, are you here? Or are you not here? They're coming. Here he comes. Aww. And here's Fong. Come on over. Come all the way over. Do you want to introduce him?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so this is Jet. That's about it. No, I'm kidding. So we adopted him. He's a rescue. We adopted him about a month ago. And he's 4. Originally, he was from LA and locked kind of in a backyard by himself with give or take 0 attention, out alone in the backyard until he was rescued, then sent to a kill shelter, and finally, a month ago, we found him via Pet Finder. And by found him, we mean we found 3 other dogs that weren't him. And just by some stroke of luck, he found my sister and kind of fell in love. She just followed her around for 2 hours, and I guess it was kind of meant to be from there. And then, but he's scared of clapping, so if you could just keep your clapping about 1 inch apart. Yeah. Yeah. Crazy, cool trick when there's clapping. He thrashes. It's a cool trick. Thrashes, tries to run away, but no. But he's quiet. I think we've heard him bark once. He never makes any noises, and yeah, he's perfect.
Thank you so much for rescuing him. That's so wonderful. Yeah, LA has a lot of fireworks in the summer, and they just terrify all the dogs there. So loud noises, dogs don't mix. Okay, next we have Jamie and Sunday. Okay, here we come. Hi, Samantha. Would you like to? Who wants to introduce?
Okay, this is Sunday. She belongs to Bill and Jeanette Mersing, so she's a red-to dog. We brought her to the dog show because she's a Point Roberts rescue too. She was a kid's dog, and the kid was going to university, and so she was rescued by them. And they were for 5 years never going to have another dog, and now they have Sunday. And Sunday's favorite food is avocado. So I said, isn't that kind of like an expensive dog treat, Jeanette? And she said, no, he really loves it. So Sunday went on her first parade this year on the 4th of July. She was the parade dog with us.
Yay. Thank you so much. Thank you. Be sure and get your ribbon and do your walk around. My dog Fox loved garlic dill pickles, so there's just no telling. And or just give her a tiny hand. We don't want to scare Fawn wherever she went. Okay, so next we have Wendy and Daisy. Wendy and Daisy, where are you? Wendy, there she comes. Wendy and Daisy. Oh, cute.
Could be related to
Little diva. Okay, would you like to introduce her?
Sure. So this is Daisy. She's a Maltipoo that's about 1.5 years. She's a Canadian. And yeah, she's quite a demanding little dog. You may have heard her barking as we've been around here. But very lovable.
She thinks she runs this place.
So yeah, she can. You try it. See if she'll sit for you.
It's gone.
Mind of her own. Here, Daisy.
Okay, Isabella. Over here.
Sit.
Over here.
Sit.
Like,
oh, that might help. Daisy. 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 Sit.
Kenzie's being so good for a puppy.
Sit.
take her around?
Thank you so much. Yes. Take Daisy for a lap. Let's show her off. I like that tail that never stops wagging. That's a good sign. Give her a hand. Give her a little hand. The last one that I have on this list is Dave and Penny and the dog Beans. Beans the dog. Beans the dog.
David! Beans, are you still here?
You're up.
You're up, buddy!
Absolutely. Yeah. Dave and Penny and Beans. Beans the dog.
Hey,
Oh, is Beans coming?
Yes, he is. Right
okay,
there.
thank you.
Right here. His handler. Beans? Oh! Out of the seat.
Here we go. Here we go.
Aww.
There's Beans.
Cool. Yeah, Boston Terrier actually. Hi folks, my name is Dave, and I'm here with my wife Penny back here, and this is our youngest son, Beans. And Beans is 7 years old, and he is mostly a pug and part Boston Terrier. His mom was 50-50, I think. And he's currently wearing his Langley Critter Care Wildlife Society t-shirt, if you're familiar with that organization over in Langley. They look after all sorts of wild creatures in distress. And he doesn't have any tricks ready today. Can you sit, Beans? Can you sit? Sit. There you go. He actually does some pretty entertaining tricks, but we haven't practiced them in a couple of years now. So next year I promise we'll have him warmed up and ready.
Now, he'll do a go round for us?
Yes, I'm sure will.
Westminster style?
He's getting a little sip of water there. Maybe there's more water in the other bowl. Okay, let's take him for a little lap. He's stopping at the water bucket. No, he's going on. Give him a little hand. Beans, 7.5-year-old pup in a blue shirt. Okay, have we missed anyone? Is there anyone out there who didn't get to come up and introduce their dog? Anyone? Anyone? Going once? Going twice? Third time? Okay, we've introduced all the dogs. Thank you very much.
Now we have the prizes.
Now we're going to have the raffle.
When is it?
Dog prizes? Okay, dog prizes are next.
Oh, we see. Although that could possibly
Oh, I'm not going to hold it. Okay. So, can we get the master list, please? So, as the judges, we have to say that this was just an extraordinary bunch of dogs, and it's not the kind of quality and care and gentleness that we normally see at any show. Isn't that correct?
That's absolutely correct. This is an outstanding field.
And you are all outstanding in your field.
Yes.
Okay, and so we're going to go quickly through the awards, and you're going to come up, and your dog is allowed to choose what your dog would like. From the far table where we have Vanna White, that will help your dog get the toy that he would like. So that how should we do it? Okay, Baxter, what was he? Baxter got the award for the cutest bite-size dog. Where is Baxter? Yes. So he can come up and pick up his toy. Just on the left. And Diane and Abby got the award for the nicest smile. So if Diane and Abby want to go and pick theirs up. Teddy and Max. Maxine, your dog got the most obedient prize.
Oh, yes.
Because she did the 3 tricks when you asked her. Alfredo and Margot, who's doing double duty as a judge, but we do that kind of thing in Point Roberts. You got the most beautiful.
Whoa. Alfredo.
And there's Alfredo, going to pick his toy. And the next one, John with Kiwi.
Oh, they laughed. They had to leave.
Okay, he got the best rescue because the dog rescued Jonquil.
Okay. Fran and Adam, the Sussex Hounds, they got the best Sussex Hound Spaniels in Point Roberts. Kia is the Lab Chow Cross. She got the best Lab Chow Cross in Point Roberts. We're nothing if not original here. Okay, Joyce and Miso. Miso has got the award for being the best friend dog.
Aww.
And Colby is the best squirrel catcher. Anywhere.
Okay, and Deb with Lily, she got an extremely special award. She got the most clever with a ball award. Then there was the beautiful Bitsa. And you know, we couldn't help it. She was so gorgeous. She's the best Bitsa in Point Roberts. And then Barb and your Stitch, we gave you two the best matching hairdo awards. So for Holly, who brought in Jolie and Allie with very excellent help, you got the best pair in Point Roberts.
And the best poem.
And the best poem. And the best award. That was a permanent award, and we thought that was lovely.
No, this is it. Before.
So come and get your toys. We call your name. So Dorothy and Kinsey. Dorothy, are you still here? Yep. You got the most diplomatic award with your dog. Because your dog is the diplomat and ambassador to all other dogs. Okay, Linda with Belle and Jolie. I wanted to give you the Best Wookiees Award from Star Trek or Star Wars, but we thought we would give you the Best Birthday Pair.
This we are.
Karen and Emma, You got the most playful oldest diva award.
Oldest diva.
Parker, the beautiful Parker of the Pyrenees. We think he's left, but he got the best sit award because that's a lot of dog to go down. And Maureen Buckley got the best big and small combination award.
What about that, Isabella?
Erica and Oscar. Oscar won the Best Dress Award. The only dog with a tie. Come and get your prize, Oscar. Kimberly and Remy, the Siberian Husky. This is the best northern dog, and I just have to say that my fellow judge here said it was her favorite dog.
Best show dog.
Best show dog. Okay. Kathy Smith and Il Divo. Devo's prize is Devo, the most divine dog.
Okay, Christy, are you still here with Jet? Okay, you got the most courageous award. Thank you so much for coming. And okay, Jamie?
Sunday. Jamie and Sunday, Bill and Jeanette Mersing's dog. This is the dog with the best Epicurean taste. This is the dog who likes avocado. Daisy and Wendy. That was the little dog that wouldn't do as she was told. Daisy got the Best Boss Dog award. And the last award goes to Beans, the Boston Terrier sort of pug.
And we just love Beans, and we love his shirt, so he's the best pug cross in a blue shirt today. Thank you so much.